Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off our presentation today. We're going to explore Unit 1, which is all about being connected by technology. The focus is on reading, and our Mega Goal 2.1 will guide us through understanding how technology links us together. In this session, we'll cover the basics of how technology influences our lives, enhances communication, and transforms the way we access information. I look forward to sharing these insights with you. Let's get started. Today, we're going to look at the main objectives for this lesson. First, we'll explore different ways to connect with people using the internet. This is really important because the internet offers so many opportunities to build relationships, whether through social media, messaging apps, or online communities. Next, we'll discuss how the internet helps us meet new people. It's a powerful tool that breaks down geographical barriers and makes it easier to find others with similar interests or goals. We'll also practice answering questions based on texts, which will help improve our comprehension and critical thinking skills. This is key to engaging more effectively with online content. Additionally, we'll focus on reading for specific information. This skill is essential because online information is vast, and being able to find what you need quickly saves time and enhances understanding. Finally, we'll examine some advantages and disadvantages of using the internet. While it offers incredible benefits, like instant communication and access to information, it also has drawbacks, such as privacy concerns and the potential for distraction. All these points tie into our overall theme of understanding how to use the internet responsibly and effectively to connect with others and enhance our lives. Let's start with a warm-up and think about the many ways people use the internet in their daily lives. For example, education and self-learning have become much more accessible thanks to online courses, tutorials, and educational videos. People also read electronic newspapers to stay updated with current events quickly and conveniently. Making and maintaining friendships is easier than ever through social media and messaging apps. Research is another key use. Whether it's for school projects, work, or personal interests, the internet provides instant access to a vast amount of information. Downloading files, from music to documents, is a common activity that helps us get what we need quickly. Lastly, online shopping has transformed the way we buy goods, offering a wide variety of products delivered right to our doorsteps. All of these examples highlight how integral the internet has become in enhancing our lives and connecting us to the world. All right, let's start with a quick warm-up. Think about how you use the internet in your daily life. Many of us rely on it for a variety of activities. For example, banking facilities have made managing our finances much easier and more convenient. It's also a vital source for health information, helping us stay informed about medical conditions and wellness tips. Video calls have transformed the way we communicate, especially with friends, family, or colleagues who are far away. Sending and receiving emails remains a core part of both our personal and professional interactions. Participating in social networks allows us to connect, share, and stay updated with others around the world. Online news keeps us informed about current events instantly. And of course, shopping online offers us a simple way to buy products without leaving home, saving time and effort. As we move through this presentation, remember that these uses highlight just how integral the internet has become in our everyday lives and how it continues to shape our routines. Have you ever experienced how the internet can help you meet someone new or reconnect with an old friend? It's pretty remarkable how digital platforms have made maintaining relationships so much easier. Whether it's through social media, messaging apps, or online communities, the internet breaks down geographical barriers. It allows us to stay in touch, share moments, and even rekindle friendships that might have faded over time. This ability to reconnect is a key part of how the internet influences our social lives and personal connections. And it ties into our overall theme today, how technology shapes the way we interact and build relationships in our modern world. Let's take a closer look at slide 6. First, the question is, what is the title of the article? This is important because it sets the overall context for everything we'll be discussing today. Next, we have the titles of each paragraph. These give us a quick overview of the main ideas covered in the article and help us understand how the information is organized. Moving on to the pictures, there are 3 images here. The first shows a boy playing on a computer, which could illustrate the role of technology in our daily lives. The second features 2 similar young men, possibly highlighting social interactions or similarities among youth today. And the third picture is of an older woman, perhaps to show different generations and how they engage with technology or society. Now, counting the paragraphs, there are 3 in total. This aligns with the 3 images, each representing a different aspect or perspective discussed in the article. In summary, this slide helps us connect the article's structure, the titles and images, to the broader theme of understanding different generations and their relationship with technology and social environments. Recognizing these elements allows us to better grasp the overall message and how each part contributes to the bigger picture. Let's take a moment to get to know Sean Redden a little better. So, what is his name? His name is Sean Redden. Now, how old is he? He is 12 years old. And where is he from? He's from Denton, Texas. As we go through this presentation, it's important to remember that understanding the background of the individuals involved helps us appreciate their experiences and perspectives even more. So, keep these details in mind as we continue. Let's take a moment to get to know the individual we're discussing. First, when I ask, "What is his name?" the answer is Patrick Swales. This is important because knowing someone's name helps us connect with their story and background. Next, I ask, "How old is he?" He is 21 years old. Age can tell us a lot about the stage of life someone is in, their experiences, and their perspective. Finally, I ask, "Where is he from?" The answer is New York City. Knowing his hometown gives us context about his environment, the influences he's been exposed to, and possibly the opportunities he's had. Connecting all these points to our overall theme, understanding who Patrick is, his age, and his origin helps us better appreciate his journey and the unique perspective he brings. It's these details that enrich our understanding and make his story more relatable. Now, let's take a moment to look at this lovely scene titled Read and Answer. Here, we see a woman sharing stories about her youth with her grandchildren. It's a beautiful example of passing down history and tradition through personal storytelling. The key points to focus on are her name, which is Asma, and her age, which is 75 years old. This helps us understand her life experience and the rich history she carries. You can also see she is actively engaging with her grandchildren, doing something very meaningful, telling them stories from her past. This activity not only keeps her memories alive, but also strengthens family bonds and teaches the younger generation about their heritage. Throughout our presentation, this slide reminds us of the importance of intergenerational connections and the value of sharing personal stories. It highlights how elders serve as living history, enriching our understanding of the past and inspiring the future. So, what was Sean Redden actually doing? Well, he was immersed in a cyber fantasy world game, completely focused on his virtual adventure. Meanwhile, a serious situation was unfolding nearby. The Finnish woman was experiencing an asthma attack, which is a medical emergency. Now, here's the critical part. Why couldn't she get help? She was trapped inside the computer lab, unable to call for help herself. It highlights a key point about accessibility and the importance of quick action in emergencies. What did Sean do in response? Recognizing the urgency, he took immediate action by calling the police. This scenario underscores how vital prompt intervention can be, especially when someone is in a life-threatening situation. Overall, this story reminds us that even when we're engaged in our own activities, we must stay alert and prepared to help others in need. It's a powerful example of how quick thinking and proactive steps can make a real difference in emergencies. So, who is Patrick Swales? Well, he's a 21-year-old web designer, passionate about creating and exploring digital spaces. One day, while riding the subway, he saw someone who truly caught his attention, his double. Imagine that, seeing someone who looks exactly like you in a crowded city. It's a surreal experience that makes you wonder about identity and coincidence. Now, Patrick noticed this lookalike but didn't speak to him at the time. Sometimes, fear or hesitation holds us back, even when we're curious. But what's interesting is how he decided to find out more. He took action by creating a website and posting a description of the man he saw. This is a key moment because it shows how digital platforms can be used to connect and explore personal encounters. It's a reminder that even a fleeting moment can lead to something more if we choose to pursue it. This story ties into the larger theme of how technology and human experience intersect, how digital tools can help us understand and share our stories in unexpected ways. So, what was the relationship between Isma and Saba in the past? Well, they were best friends, truly close and inseparable during those days. But then they lost contact. Do you know why? It was because Saba's family moved away, and after that, they just drifted apart, no longer able to keep in touch. Now let's read along as I tell you more. Who helped Isma find Saba? It was her grandson, Ali. And how did he do it? He showed her how to use the web, how to surf the internet, and together they managed to find Saba's phone number. And what about their relationship now? It's wonderful. Today, they are inseparable. Reconnecting after so many years has really brought them back together, and it's a beautiful example of how technology can help us rebuild important relationships. This story highlights the theme of staying connected and the power of persistence and family support. Answers will vary, and that's perfectly okay. The important thing is that this slide reminds us that there are multiple ways to approach these questions or challenges. It encourages us to think creatively and critically. When we're solving problems or making decisions, different perspectives can lead to innovative solutions. So, don't feel limited by one way of thinking. Explore different ideas and options. This flexibility ties back to our overall theme of adaptability and continuous learning. Remember, the goal is to be open-minded and resourceful as we navigate complex situations. Now, let's take a look at some of the different ways we use the internet and the potential risks involved. First, the internet is a major source of information. It helps us learn and stay updated on various topics. It's also a source of entertainment, providing countless options for movies, games, and social media. Many of us rely on it to keep ourselves informed about the news and current events. However, it's important to recognize that online shopping, while convenient, can sometimes be a waste of time or money if we're not careful. There are also risks of being tricked by money cheats or scams, which can lead to financial loss. The internet isn't always a safe place for children, as they can be exposed to inappropriate content or online predators. Additionally, the internet can be a source of online threats or annoyances, such as cyberbullying or unwanted messages. Overall, while the internet offers many benefits, we need to be aware of these potential dangers and use it responsibly to protect ourselves and others. Now, for your homework, I want you to focus on the workbook, specifically page 221. Please complete exercise H. This will help reinforce the concepts we've discussed today. Remember, the key points are not just about memorizing facts, but understanding how everything connects to the overall theme of the presentation. Doing this exercise will give you a chance to apply what you've learned and see how it fits into the bigger picture. So, take your time with it, and I look forward to reviewing your work next time.